What about you? Warning, this is not a tool review. Well, we've got this thing here. It's a Sealey battery support unit and charger. It's an inverter type charger, and I bought this a while ago, maybe about 8 months ago, and that's the model of it, number of it there. So I did show this in the channel, I think, in a couple of videos where I was doing a bit of mucking about, and I had this while I was running fuel pumps and things like that. And this thing is 25 amps it's able to put out, which isn't very much for a battery support unit, I admit, and it's by Sealey. So when I say this is not a tool review, what I'm saying is this thing has failed, and I haven't got it that long. So I bought this second hand on Freebay. Now the seller did say that it was only used once or twice. He was doing a bit of programming on a BMW, and when it came to me, it was in spot on condition. There's no scuffs, marks, or it looked pretty new, and I was quite happy with it. Saved quite a bit on the brand new price, the retail price. You can pay up to 200 quid for one of these things. So it's just like one of them, the wee C-Tech chargers, only it's quite a bit bigger. So if you compare it to the size of my hand there, So it is quite a big unit, and it has worked. It has, but the last couple of times when I stuck it in a battery, this is what happens. So we'll have our test vehicle here at the ready. So we'll stick her on. We'll get a voltage there, 12.3, and if we select 12 volts there, current, we'll get it to charge. So that's normal, and goes through a wee cycle, and then it normally starts charging. So it comes up with this CHE there, and you can hear a relay clicking, turns off. So if we go over to the instructions here, CHE means check battery status before charging, battery already fully charged. So that unit thinks that battery is fully charged. 12.3 volts there, well, it ain't, and it does that with every battery. So that thing, there's something wrong with it. So there's no warranty in this, and I don't really know how old it is. I bought it second hand. You paid your money, you take your chances. I'm not saying that I've got a dopey item, because it has worked. And well, anyway, I took a back of it here to have a wee look, see what's going on. So there's a fault on the low voltage side. So we can see here there's a massive capacitor, an ordinary transformer, and there's an inductor, and there's a few probably MOSFETs in there underneath these two big heat sinks. And it's fan assisted. That's the 12 volt side there, and that's your mains incoming. Plastic case, no earth, and more capacitors and inductors on the mains voltage side, probably just to smooth the mains voltage out and regulate it, So if I look in here, don't know whether it'll come up in the camera or not. There's a wee Zener diode there. It looks like a Zener diode. And that's burnt both sides of it on that side of the board. And let me see if we go down in here on the mains voltage side. There's another wee diode, I think. Just try and hold it steady for you here, as I'm zoomed in that much. There's more burning on the main side. So I had this on a car, and I took it off, put it into storage, everything's fine, and picked it up, went to use it again, and bingo, I got that fault, CHE. Tried it on another battery, or the next time I was going to use it, and got the same thing. It does that with every battery, so it's definitely failed there. So see with that burning there, I don't believe I've overloaded this, but you know, definitely it can't take it. It's build quality, you know, that's just all plastic, and the board doesn't really look that great. There's a bit of sort of white powdery stuff around those terminals there, but I don't think that would really cause any problems. The main thing is the burning there, and what we can see on that side, that resistor's charred a wee bit, the looks of it, beside it there. So there we go. I doubt where I'll even bother trying to replace those components, because if they're going to burn out, then that's just no good to me, that. So I'm just going to show you, I've got a replacement and all for it, and we'll have over here that space on the bench used to have a desktop in there, which I rarely use, and there was a monitor below those spanners in the wall there. So I've cleared that all away. I've put it upstairs. I very, very rarely use that. It's a really old desktop that runs Windows XP or something like that. It's very, very low spec. Well, there is some software still in it that I want to hold on. So I may use it sometime. But so there's a set of 5-meter leads in there with those bendy sort of cartilage clips, and there's the boy there, 100 amp GYS. That unit, if you want to Google that, it's quite expensive. I've done a lot of research, searched around, and got, well, a wee bit less than the normal retail price. Let's put it that way. I have a GYS welder, which I'm very happy with. And this thing here is completely made of metal, and there's no fins in it, or no fans or nothing. So it's good for, the garage environment. I'm happy enough to keep it here permanently. So I built that wee shelf on the edge of the bench, and I can switch her on with the plug. And there we go. Very easy to use. There's only a couple of settings on it, and then there's like an advanced menu if you want to change voltages. So that is a battery support unit. It'll hold it at 13 volts or something like that, and then it's a charger. I actually put it on the other day, and it's super fast charging as well. I noticed it really does charge very quickly, because it can throw out a load of current initially, because it's capable of that 100 amps output. So that's my new battery support unit. This one has 5-meter leads, as I think I said, and I have it in there on a wee saddle. I might put a couple of wee clips on it there. So the idea of that is it's right beside the ramp, so it's sort of in the middle of the car, so that can reach to the back of the car. That depends what way the car's in, the back or front on either side. Those leads reach easily to the other side of the ramp. So I put that wee wooden shelf up there the other night there. I was doing nothing, and when I finished the car and got it out, I stayed on and in the garage there and put that in. So hopefully that'll give me loads of service. It would need to, the price of it, but compared to that wee Sealey, I think, to be honest with you, the wee Sealey's it's a wee bit sort of DIY. It's a bit occasional use. It's sort of light use, in comparison to that GYS, which is a lot of professional garages use. And I was in a guy's garage in England, and he had one of them, and I was quite impressed with it. So this one here, I'll just throw it to the side. It'll probably end up going in the bin eventually, but I don't really recommend that for a couple of £100. It's quite light use. And I didn't use this an awful lot, and the reason why I have this is, if you're doing diagnosis and you're wanting to do bidirectional tests, something like that, you sort of need something like this to maintain the voltage. So there you go, guys. That's a wee quick vid for you. And as I said at the start, not really a tool review. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. All the best. Thanks. Bye.